inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, Auguste Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey, it's a new year, and we just steadily moving on with these podcasts, bringing them, okay? Guess what? Today's topic, it's a good one. It's one that's really going to make you think about why you are doing what you're doing or why you are avoiding doing some things. How many of you have wrestled over the thing of, I just don't understand why it is I can't move forward? You know, I don't know if it's the fear of success or the fear of failure. And I hear people just throw these terms around. You know, I'll talk to someone and say, you know, why aren't you applying yourself? Why aren't you putting yourself out there? Why aren't you being visible? Why aren't you making offers? And they'll be like, you know, I don't know. I just really think it's that fear of success thing. And when I hear people say it so casually, it really just gets under my skin and it diminishes the value of the statement. And I want to help you guys get some clarity so you can understand whether or not it is the fear of success or the fear of failure that is ruling you. The fear of success is real. But what does that mean? I think using a spiritual example is the best way to go. If you, for instance, were raised in the Christian church and you were taught that Jesus was meek and humble and lowly and he didn't have the glitz and the glamour and the shine, you may have some negative connotations behind prosperity. When you think about success, you don't want to be out of the will of God. You don't want to do things because money is ruling you, which we can do a whole nother episode on this subject. We're not going there right now. But this is an example of when the fear of success is real. Because let's be honest, most of us, we aren't afraid of success. We want success. What we're afraid of is the byproducts of success. And the byproducts could be the gaining or losing of relationships, especially the one with the higher power that you look at and say, this is what I want to stay close to. I want to make sure that my heart is in the right place. And so people that are fearful of success are the ones who are usually always the do-gooders. You know, I'm really just doing this for, you know, my family. I'm doing this, you know, it's not about the money. I just want to help people. I want to give back. I don't really need anything. And those individuals, while deep down inside, those are the ones who typically have goals that are like really big. For instance, I know a woman who would love to have just a string of apartment complexes available for women when they're battered or abused. So when they need a safe haven and they have to go through those adjustments, that they can go and stay where she allows them to live rent free because everything is accommodated. But look at this big outrageous goal that she has that's going to require what? It's going to require money, and a significant amount of money at that, in order to allow someone to live somewhere, rest their head, have food to eat, electricity, and some other accommodations for free. But when it comes to the conversation about money, it's always about paying her tithes and contributing, or not making sure that she doesn't want to be distracted by other things. She wants to make sure that her energy is put towards God and that she doesn't get caught up in getting the money. That is an example of the fear of success. Usually when you're afraid of success, there's some type of repercussion that you don't want to experience. There are people in the neighborhood that you feel won't understand you or know you anymore. So you don't want to get too big. You don't want to get too far away from your roots. You don't want to become the person who left the hood and changed, or you forgot where you came from. Do you see the common pattern? The common pattern with the fear of success is something about ties and connections and spiritual roots. Now, on the other hand, the fear of failure. To be honest with you, a lot of you are more afraid of failing than anything, and this is what is holding you back. And you will sit there and say, okay, I got this great idea. I'm a genius. I should be doing this. No one does this like me. I know what I'm talking about, but then you don't execute. And I had this client once, and I was like, hey, come on now. We've already went over this. I've told you exactly what to do based on the information you've given me. Why aren't you applying it? And she was like, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm afraid that it's probably just a fear of success, because what if I do make this offer, this amount of people actually sign up for it, and I said, hold up, slow down. Before she could even finish talking, I was like, your stuff. You're good at what you do. So let's talk about it. What if this many people do sign up? She was like, well, that would be a lot, and it could potentially be overwhelming. I would really like to spread it out. I said, whoa. So honestly, what you're afraid of is getting people to respond to the offer that you are putting out there and not being able to accommodate. You are afraid that you will fail. You are not sure that you can handle the load once it comes to you. That is an example of the fear of failure. That is not the fear of success, because you have an expectation. Deep within your heart, people want you, need, and crave what you have to offer. But if you can't deliver on what you said, that's when the problem arises. Should I really be charging 500 versus 5,000? Do I have the right to want 100 versus 10 grand? Because when these people work with me, what if they aren't satisfied? What if they feel like I asked for all of this money, but they didn't get what they paid for? That, my friend, is a fear of failing, a fear of disappointing, a fear of not being able to follow through, versus saying, oh no, I'm charging this because I know that once you're done working with me, I'm going to blow you away every single time, and you're going to feel like you got more than what you paid for. My question for you, is it the fear of success, or is it the fear of failure that's holding you back? I gave you 2 examples that hit it hard really quick, and I would love some feedback. Come and follow me on Facebook. I usually have a post discussing certain topics. I would love to see where you are, or make the comment on whichever platform you're listening to. And I would love to, have an exchange with you guys to see where you are, and maybe even walk you through this. Who knows? Some of you may give such inspiring or intriguing quotes that I may have to come up and do another podcast episode to make sure you get some clarity. But whatever you do, just don't throw around that, oh, it's the fear of success thing. It's, a lot of you are saying success, but you need to say that it is the fear of failure. Okay? All right, that's it. I'm outie. Reflect. Get your brain right. Come on, we're at the beginning of 2018. We got to get out there and beast, but you can't get out there and beast if your mind isn't right. I'm out of here. Deuces. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces!
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in